Hey you guys, what's up? It's the Anime Blaze coming to you with an anime review. And yes, I know it's been a while, but I'm going to try to make this worth your while. Of a really exciting anime movie that I really enjoyed the first time I watched it. I still enjoy it, but it was really exciting. Alright, so the name of this movie that I'm going to be talking about is Arcadia of My Youth, which is sort of you can kind of take it as a backstory for the anime show Space Pirate Captain Harlock, which is from the 1970s. This came out in, I think, 82. So it's pretty dated. But, it still had pretty good animation for its time. But that's for another video or story or something. So yeah, the plot of the movie. Let's get on with that. Now, once again, this being made by Leiji Matsumoto, of course it's going to involve space travel and everything like that, but this movie starts off with you finding out that Harlock isn't even a space pirate yet, because this is a backstory apparently, and Earth has been enslaved by another alien race. Harlock's just bringing in a refugee ship and everything, and after landing and everything, he goes looking for somebody. Apparently it's a woman named Maya, who he has some kind of connection with. I don't know. Well, I do know. I'm not going to tell you, though. He has some kind of connection with her. And the movie explains that, why he's looking for her and everything like that. What else? And later on, after the conflict between between Harlock and the Illuminous commander and everything like that, the brief dialogue that they had, you could tell they were kind of frustrated, but they sort of really didn't even care. He goes to, I guess you could say, a bar, equivalent of a bar, and meets up with this guy named Tochiro Oyama, if I'm not mistaken, or just Tochiro. And because of something, well, Tochiro is just doing is I'm just gonna say this now. Tochiro is a clown. His character is a clown, but he's pretty brave and everything too with what he does. But anyway, he's getting ready to walk out the bar, and he comes into a conflict or a confrontation with a Luminous soldier or something like that. And before you know it, a bar fight ensues. Harlock jumping in to help out Tochiro, and just that brief kind of contact, I guess you could say. They see each other like, let me help you out, all that kind of stuff. But they form a brief small friendship, and later on they find out that their ancestors had ancestors of both of them had met a long time ago in like World War II, which, it was a pretty neat flashback. I don't know if it was probably needed, but it was still a pretty neat flashback to see this. And even the thought that their ancestors could have met a long time ago and they're just now meeting each other now is kind of sketchy or something, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty cool, in my opinion. You don't really see that too many times nowadays in anime shows. Ancestors than current generation meeting each other. So, that was pretty cool. Later on, Emeraldus shows up and everything. And, well, Emeraldus and a lot of other people show up later on in the movie. There's a couple of people, such as La Mime, or just Mime in the TV series. They kind of meet up with them. There's a similarity between those two, between La Mime and Mime within those two, the movie and the show. I don't know, maybe they're both the same person, maybe not. Which is why I said before, the continuity with Leiji Matsumoto is his only problem. A lot of his stuff is really good, but if you could actually create some kind of storyline going, it would be even better. But whatever. The main conflict with the movie that I saw was that the Illuminous Empire, they, like I said before, they enslaved Tokarga, which was not exactly the mother planet of Earth. I guess it's just another planet that's been populated by Earth people and everything, by humans. Um, Apparently, the Illuminous Empire sees no further need for Tokarga. There's no other things they can do with it. I guess there's nothing really they can do. And so the Illuminous commander, seeing Harlock's record, his combat record, they ask him to go himself, go with Earth, with human soldiers, go to Tokarga and take care of the situation, end it, if you know what I mean. Kill off everyone, I guess, all remaining people on the planet. Pretty much do what the Luminous Empire, like the higher ups, want them to do. And of course, this goes against everything that that Harlock believes in. He's pledged. I don't know if I've said this before, but Harlock pretty much says a lot of the time, he believes in the preservation of Earth. He'll do anything to protect the Earth, whether it's war, protecting any kind of means to protect it. He'll do it. But this one move that they tell him, take the Earthlings, take an army of human soldiers and go to Tokarga and end it. This goes against all of his principles. You can imagine what he's thinking. He said, why does it have to be human soldiers and everything? But, he's put in a position. Either he does it or the Empire does it. So, later on, he himself, with a few other people, the remaining Tokargans who are on Earth, I guess, I don't know if they've been captured or if they just escaped or something like that. They form a little resistance group. Few of them go to Tokarga and everything, and the other ones stay behind to keep the situation under control, make sure, nobody knows nothing, that kind of thing. But, to keep the situation under wraps. And that's pretty much how the movie goes all the way up to the end. Now, let me give you my thoughts on this movie. Okay, this movie had so many things in it that I enjoyed, as far as being a Captain Harlock kind of thing. When I think of space battles and everything, I don't know how to describe it. When I think of battles in space, just like I said this with Adu Galaxy Express 39. When I think of space travel and anything that Leiji Matsumoto makes that's more current and up to date, and I hear space travel and battle and everything, this is one of the movies that I think about. It has so much to it. The animation was pretty good, really, really good, as far as getting that across. And the themes of this movie, the two main ones were honor and loyalty. Because with the Tokargans and the humans that were on Earth and the Illuminous being the ones in charge, the question was, who does your honor truly lie with? Does it lie with the Illuminous? Do you follow them like some kind of dog or something like that? Do you just do whatever they say and just listen to them? Or do you take a stand for who you really owe your loyalty to, your honor? The enemy that came in and took over everything, but just because they show power and everything, show their pump their muscles and everything like that, you're gonna listen to them? Or are you going to stick with what you know is right? Stick with the people who've been there for you for the longest period of time, and do everything you can to try and live on. And it's really what I like. And those are the two main themes, but the other themes that I really liked about it were sacrifice, friendship, love, and everything like that, or romance and everything. Of course, romance wasn't actually I wouldn't say a major theme, but you could see slight instances of it. This movie was more along the romantic side than it was right up there with the romance side, matching up with Galaxy Express, but it still had way more action than Galaxy Express. And I don't know if I said this, but sacrifice. When I think of sacrifice, the people in this movie, they're fighting for everything. Their lives are at stake. They're like, not only are their own lives at stake, but if they mess up and screw up something, or if somebody finds out something that they shouldn't, everything that's in the dark gets put out to the light, and everybody knows everything. You won't be the only one who's getting, that kind of thing. But yeah, man, this movie, I don't know how to explain it. The movie had so many good aspects to it that I enjoyed, and anybody, I don't know how to say this, but anybody, if you're looking for a sort of, not a hardcore sci-fi, but more along the romantic side of things, but still kind of having fun, with light action and everything like that, this is the movie that I would recommend you see. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while and are even, wondering what the heck I'm talking about when I say Captain Harlock, and you want to start the series somehow, I would recommend watching this movie. Gives you a really good backstory on Captain Harlock, while also giving you insight as into why he is the way he is, how he got his eye patch, how he became a space pirate, his exile from Earth, because they said that, this isn't a spoiler because I said that in the anime series, why he was exiled. They say he was exiled from Earth and everything like that. And yeah, his personality, like I said before, Harlock is really reluctant to, like in the 70s anime, Harlock says that he will protect the Earth, but he seems to be like really have an internal struggle that's really difficult for him, that makes him seem somewhat reluctant to even go towards his plans to even helping the people on Earth. That's just what I'm saying. This movie explains a lot of that. So if you guys have seen Captain Harlock, or if you're wondering about it, again, Arcadia of my youth, watch it. It's a good movie. If I had to give an average rating for anybody, like, if you want to know how good I'd say it is, for me personally, just because I've seen the series already, like the anime series, and I watched the movie, I'd give this movie a 10 out of 10. But that's just me. If I had to give it an average rating for anybody who's just wanting to know what the heck Harlock is, or just wants to get just a basic insight into it, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. More than average rating, but still pretty good in every other category. Action, romance, sci-fi, all of that. I recommend trying to watch the movie somewhere online first before you actually go and buy it, if you do decide to watch it. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that, but I recommend watching it online before actually getting it, just in case you don't want to waste your money or something. But anyway, guys, this is the Anime Blaze, ending this review of Arcadia of my youth. I've really enjoyed this movie, guys. No doubt in my mind that this is definitely going in my favorite anime movies of all time, my personal favorite. No doubt about it. So, rate, comment, subscribe, comment below. What do you if you guys know about Leiji Matsumoto and everything, or if you're remotely interested in it, have questions that maybe I might be able to answer, drop it in the comments below, or message me personally, message my channel, anything like that. Always looking forward to helping people out. So with that being said, it's the Anime Blaze signing out, saying never doubt your capabilities, because you never know what you might be able to do, especially when you swear loyalty under a flag that is the only thing that you know to be freedom. And with that being said, later.